Hello there. Storm Pia brought some very strong winds, particularly to the northern half of the UK, with some transport disruption reported. This, for example, was Barton Bridge, where a lorry got blown over by the strong winds. This is right next to the Trafford Centre on Manchester's orbital M60 motorway. The motorway was closed for a number of hours, so Storm Pia did have some weather impacts for sure. The strongest gust of wind was reported at Shetland, 81-mile-an-hour gusts here. Into the 70s, though, across parts of Scotland and over the tops of the Pennines as well. So very blustery conditions bringing that disruption. Now, the core of Storm Pia has been working out towards Scandinavia over more recent hours, and through the night time and into Friday, very strong winds heading across Denmark. Could get gusts of 80, even 90 miles an hour, bringing some further disruption, maybe even bringing a few roofs off buildings. For us here in the UK, though, we get a northwesterly wind for Friday. And those winds will continue to feed in plenty of cloud and some bits and pieces of rain as well. Won't be wet everywhere. There'll be something a bit drier and brighter across much of Wales, southwest England, central southern England, southeast not doing too badly. And at times northeast Scotland should see some sunshine too. For most, it's relatively mild, temperatures into double figures. But in Shetland, temperatures not getting much above freezing, and there'll be snow here through Thursday night and into Friday, bringing with it the risk of icy stretches and even blizzard conditions for a time. Through Friday night and into Saturday, we get a battle zone between the mild air across most of the UK and something a bit colder that's affecting parts of northern Scotland. So through Friday night, as the weather system bumps into the cold air, I think we could well see a spell of snow coming down to quite low elevations for a time. So things could turn quite icy across the far north of Scotland. Away from that, with temperatures for many parts of the UK between 8 and 10 degrees Celsius, well, you don't have much in the way to worry about in terms of snow. The snow risk across northern Scotland fades as well as we go through Saturday. Eventually, milder air pushing in, so any snow turning back to rain here. Another blustery day with southwesterly winds and temperatures that will reach around 12 or 13 degrees pretty widely on Saturday. The exception across the far north and east of Scotland, where the colder air is still just about hanging on. For Christmas Eve, the southwesterly winds will be dominating the weather picture across the UK, again bringing with it patches of rain. For the most part, temperatures will be on the mild side. We're looking at highs reaching 14, even 15 degrees Celsius across parts of eastern England. Then for Christmas Day itself, for most of us, it's looking like an unsettled day with some areas of rain around, still quite windy. The main uncertainty is just the degree of cold air that will be across northern Scotland. It could be that the cold air gets a bit further southwards. If that happens, we could start to see rain here turning to snow across the north of the Highlands, maybe parts of Aberdeenshire, the Grampians. But because we're not sure about exactly where that cold air is, it's difficult to know exactly the levels that snow might come down to. So watch that space. For most, though, Christmas is going to be a grey rather than a white kind of Christmas. Into Boxing Day, rain approaches from the southwest, but for many, it should be a drier and sunnier kind of day, but a good deal colder. Temperatures around 7 to 10 degrees Celsius, which is closer to average for the time of year. Beyond that, well, the weather pattern looks like it is going to stay rather unsettled, but cold air never too far away from northern areas of Scotland. Well, that's the latest weather for now. See you later.